Good to see you again. Always a pleasure. We are here at the Get Out black carpet with Lil Rel. Is it safe to say that you are having kind of the best couple years ever? Successful TV, now what looks to be a successful movie. How would you describe your last couple years?
It's a blessing, man. Like I'm from the West Side of Chicago, and I was I don't know. I'm trying not to be all weird and emotional, but I was a kid that watched a lot of TV and just imagined myself on sitcoms and imagine myself in the movies, and it's just surreal, and it just goes to test. I had a dope family that told me I could do anything I put my mind to, and I truly believe that. And I've just been able to use my gift and have fun and to get paid, and it's humbling. It's dope. I'm humbled by this, and it's still surreal to me I still got jitters now just being a part of this and just doing. I've always had a weird knack of picking the right things, man, and making good friends with people where they create things just for you and for you to stand out and be good in. And Jordan Peele would Get Out, and then Jeandra with the Carmichael Show. I salute them for just thinking I was dope and put me in a position to show off my skill set.
Well, it's about time some of the good guys get to win, so we're happy to see the good guys.
Yes.
So now turning to this movie, when this trailer hit social media, I think every person I know said this is every black man, black woman's nightmare when they want to date someone who is something else and go visit their family. When you initially read this script, did you have an experience sometime in your life where this occurred, or did you just think of all the horror stories that you've been told as a child from your parents?
Well, that's what that's what's interesting about this. I was telling somebody just the other day, I think this movie is like if your aunts, I grew up with, a black family, and, back in the day, like, you get you other white girls, you know what's going to happen. You'd be like, come on now, that ain't going to really happen. I mean, that's what this movie is. It's actually really happening. And it's just like, guess who's coming to dinner? This is guess who's coming to dinner who might not be leaving. That's what. Who might be dinner. That's a good one. I like that. Who might be dinner. But yes, that's exactly what it is. And that's what made it interesting when I read it. I'm like, oh, this is different. Even with Rod, he wrote a character that represented everybody that love to watch these movies. That when you be watching them, like, why they not telling him to leave? But Rod actually does. He tell you when to leave, and you need to get out, you need to do this. And I think that's why awkwardly everybody I've met so far be like, I love your character. I'm like, oh, all right. But it's just because he became our voice. He's the voice of everybody watching the movie.
And lastly, we know you have to head in shortly. A success story from Chicago. Chicago takes a lot of heat from the media of incidents. If you could send a message to the young brothers and sisters growing up in Chicago who started like you did, what would you like to tell them?
I mean, the biggest thing is, just want to let them know, like, your mistakes don't make you. And I think a lot of times the way everything is set up now, when young people get in trouble or get into a situation, they think because that happened, that's all I am. And I think they need to understand mistakes don't make you. I made a bunch of mistakes in my life, but I've always been able to recover from that. And that's because I had a really good family too. And every situation in Chicago is not from a great family. And a lot of those kids are raising themselves. And a lot of times when you have a child raising himself, his mind is not even prepared to make the right decisions about everything. So, I just think a lot of us need to step up as adults and not stop being scared of them and talk to them.
Well, thank you, Lil Rel. Always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.